40% of Americans believe humans existed with dinosaurs. Explain this picture then. And don't say it's photoshopped. They didn't have it back then. It's a painting, lol. My first day as pilot. Air traffic control. Flight 417, please confirm your location, over. Me. This is flight 417. We are in the sky, over. Honey, can you make me a sandwich? We'll be home in 15. Sure. Sandwich. Too late. What do you mean? I'm leaving you. Someone literally died on my flight today, so we made an emergency landing and everyone missed their connections. The guy behind me was complaining, saying, "How is it an emergency if they are already dead?" And I'd just like to say that you, sire, are the devil. Ariana Grande used to look like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Now she looks like Ariel from The Little Mermaid. Every C-bar you smack takes 7 minutes off your student loan debt. Q is such a great word. The actual important letter. And then 4 more silently waiting behind it in a line. Because we all share the same names. Precisely the 24th of April 2021. 12 PM. Meet at these coordinates. We fight. Whoever wins gets to keep the name. Everyone else has to change their name. You have a year to prepare. Good luck. Who won? Josh, probably. Live each day as if it was the last one. He definitely stole our Christmas. Mother pays £85 for a Grinch visit only for an entertainer to wreck her home, smash her tree and decorations and pour juice all over her young son. You can tell that Wolverine is a Canadian character written by an American because his superpower is healthcare. What do you like most about the Germans? They no longer put people in gas chambers. Cop, are you high? Me. Hello. Am I what? Cop, hi. Me. Hello. One will protect you. The others will try to kill you. Who do you choose? Top left. My dude is made of stone. The others are just a bit of pigment on a canvas. He can take them. Type Garfield with your eyes closed. Since I can type without even watching my keyboard due to training and being a novelist, I wouldn't call that a challenge. Sorry, lol. Whoa, you spelled Garfield really wrong. Why does this show up when I start my PC? Mostly because you started your computer. So glad I grew up doing this, not this. Yeah, well, you shouldn't be doing, kids. The weatherman said dress for the mid-80s. I bet you park next to others in an empty parking lot. I bet you park next to others in an empty parking lot. How can I park next to others in an empty parking lot? If you were segmenting based on demographics alone, these two would be in the same target audience. Just something to think about. Prince Charles, male. Born in 1948. Raised in the UK. Married twice. Lives in a castle. Wealthy and famous. Ozzy Osbourne, male. Born in 1948. Raised in the UK. Married twice. Lives in a castle. Wealthy and famous. Haha, you can't pick it up. Only the worthy. Damn, that's one tired elephant. What the duck? It's a facepalm. Palms get the Flammenwerfer. What does the Flammenwerfer do? It werfs flammen. This is the actual school Shakespeare probably went to. School in Shakespeare's day and age was vastly different to our own. In fact, it was far easier because he didn't have to study Shakespeare. Is uranium edible? Once. I just witnessed a ducking mid-air. No joke. I don't know if I should call the cops or what. I took a picture and drove away, but I don't know what to do. Not miking. Anti-royal protesters are being arrested in the UK as the not miking tag grows. Elizabeth wasn't miking either. Closer to paradise. Closer to hell. 15 years without heroin. Good job, man, keep it up. 15 years is a long time. Yeah. And I was born in 2007. I'm Elania from HR Plus. We have some freelance jobs. Are you interested to know more? What is HR Plus? Company name. Thanks, that's very helpful. What's something you could eat for the rest of your life? Technically poison. Nah, you'll get sick of it. Once you've ruined your reputation, you can live quite freely. If two pregnant women fight, it's kind of like two babies having a mecha battle. I gave my dad his 50th birthday card, with tears in his eyes. He said, you know, one would have been enough. When you sit back and think about it, a human came out of a human. Because a human came in a human. Me. Takes a bite of hamburger. Hamburger. Pretty sure that's a cheeseburger though. There's no I in happiness. There is if you spell it right. When you realize everyone in the Marvel universe speaks English, which means that Britain must have colonized the entire universe. Laughs in British. Sausages that feed themselves to the lion. Two tiny wieners try to entertain Big Catty. I learned the power. I'm so proud of you. With great power comes great something something. Great electric bills. The 4 keys to success. Hi. How can I help? How many seconds are there in 1 year? 12 of them. January 2nd. February 2nd. March 2nd. April 2nd. May 2nd. June 2nd. July 2nd. August 2nd. September 2nd. October 2nd. November 2nd. December 2nd. I saw air go into vents. That's how vents work. If Team Rocket were an actual treat. 250 GB. A picture I took of the moon versus a picture I took of the moon during forest fire season. There are no forest fires on the moon, you silly goose. What's something you could eat for the rest of your life? A handful of arsenic. Nice. How can I be more average? If you're above average, do less. If you're below average, do more. This is how much a $1.7 million Bugatti costs. If I had to take a guess, I'd say around 1.7 million. Someone please tell me she got blasted publicly for this. Probably. I don't speak Pakistani though. They speak Urdu and Punjabi. No such language called Pakistani. That explains why he doesn't speak it. Any owl can be a spotted owl, if you're good enough at spotting owls. Since the ocean has meat, salt and veg in it, it is technically a big thing of soup. Earth is a bone then. Discuss. Gentlemen, let's remember that a lady never looks at the bill. That's okay. I will read it out. I can 100% beat you at rock paper scissors. Try it by commenting your move. Rock, paper. Wanna try again? This is not concrete. This is New Delhi, India. It's mostly concrete though. I need to lose 15 to 20 pounds in 30 days. Send me tips. Legal and illegal. Clean veganism. Daily exercise. Plenty of water. Plenty of sleep. And, I can't stress this enough, Cochrane. Orphans when they realize that every dinner they eat is technically family dinner. Just don't do that everywhere. If you love your karma, who cares about karma? Buddhists. I love my job. All you do is boss me around all day. What did you say? You heard me. Fish and chips with a fresh cup of tea. A statement from Buckingham Palace. Oh god no. Bless her. We aren't ready to lose her yet. I'm sure she'll be fine. She's never died before. Do we know the story of why it sank? The water. It went over the top. You telling me Julius Caesar, who has been dead for well over 70 years, made this salad? Technically you aren't wrong with that number, but I just hate it. Seaside is self-defense, because you're killing the person who tried to kill you. W is the most dangerous alphabet. It is a tension generator, because all the worries start with W. Who, why, what, when. which, whom, where, some more, war, wine, whiskey, wealth, and finally starts with F, now with W. Knowledge is knowing that tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. Philosophy is wondering whether that makes ketchup a smoothie. Common sense is knowing that ketchup isn't a smoothie. Are you ill? No, just feeling a bit off. What gives people power? Money, status, mitochondria. Push means push. Sup means pull. Bike still for sale? Yes it is. What's the lowest you'll go on it? 2 miles per hour. Anything less than that, and you'll tip over. If you smoked weed you will get high. If you study you will get educated. If you smoke weed and study you will get highly educated. This is the actual school Shakespeare probably went to. School in Shakespeare's day and age was vastly different to our own. In fact, it was far easier, because he didn't have to study Shakespeare. China may be using sea to hide its submarines. In a surprising chain of events, you will meet the woman you will spend the rest of your life with. Later, she'll confess she knew it the minute she saw you. The KFC Twitter account only follows 11 people, the 5 Spice Girls and 6 guys named Herb. This is because of their secret blend of 11 herbs and spices. The first person to notice and point this out was sent a painting of himself holding a drumstick while riding piggyback on the Colonel. Heavy metal music. I ain't a magician, but I got a couple tricks up my sleeve. Black Widow should be dropped on Disney Plus immediately. If you wanna see Black Widow drop on Disney Plus, jump to 1 hour 52 minutes 50 seconds in Avengers Endgame. 7th Street Barbers. Haircut. 16. Straight razor shave. 25. Beard trim. 5. Lineup. 10. Knife fight with Mark. 3. Free range organic haircut. 19. All haircuts gluten free. Lost my watch at a party once. Saw a guy stepping on it while sensually grasping this girl. I walked up to the guy, punched him right in the face. No one does that to a girl. Not on my watch. Jared Leto says he doesn't think movie theaters would still exist without films. Nobody. What's your favorite paradox? Me. If you ask Rick Astley for his copy of the movie Up, he cannot give it to you as he will never give you up. However, in doing so, he lets you down, thus creating the Astley paradox. I know every digit of pi. I don't know what order. Just if anyone was wondering, you know how scuba divers sit on the edge of the boat and fall backwards into the water. You know why they do that? Nah. Why? Because if they went forward they'd fall into the boat. Ha 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 ha, for duck's sake. Daily motivation. The longer you stay single the more they duck your future wife. Define left and right with words. Left. Past tense of leave. For example, John left. Right. Accurate. Correct. For example, your answer is right. Get in. Quick. Why quick? So it's faster. Please tell me your embarrassing sex stories, so I feel better. I just thought about the time a few years ago when a guy went down on me and we made eye contact and I waved for some reason. Had sex with a girl who'd taken some Cineroute because she was feeling constipated. It kicked in when she came. It was much more than a shot. I'm scarred for life. You actually ducked the shut out of her. Hubble saw a star exploded before its eyes. Old news. This happened like 7 million years ago. I came into the office early and switched as many M&M keys on keyboards as I could. Some might say I'm a monster, but others will say nomster. Maybe I'm a nomster. There is no meme. He's probably thinking of other women. Him, Queen Elizabeth II has died. Today is a tragic day. I mean, he is thinking about another woman. 69%. Thanks for all the nice comments. Nice. After 3 miscarriages in a row, my rainbow baby celebrated turning 1 yesterday. She's a little young to have had 3 miscarriages, but congrats to her birthday. There is no Easter Bunny, there is no Tooth Fairy, and there is no Queen of England. Highway Patrol Officer. Sounds like you've got straight pipes. You know that's illegal, right? Me. You're welcome to take a look. Thanks for explaining the word many to me. It means a lot. In order to prepare for his role as a wrestler in Spider-Man, Randy Savage wrestled for over 30 years and won multiple world titles. Just heard the mom of a newborn tell her crying baby it's okay. We are figuring it out. We are just on day 8. And honestly I'm on day 3654 and I'm still figuring it out. Now class, I'd like you all to welcome our guest speaker and his friend, Mike. The first 5 days after the weekend after the hardest. Cheers, I'll drink to that, bro. It's common for people to eat bear here in Wisconsin too. What's it taste like? Bear. Cool, thanks. Sometimes what a person needs is just one piece. Rich parents. Even though our dingers are different lengths, they all line up when you curl all your dingers in. Me missing half an index dinger and being mad at OP for false advertising. On one hand you're right. On the other hand, cheese has holes. More cheese equals more holes. More holes equals less cheese. More cheese equals less cheese. When you sit back and think about it, a human came out of a human because a human came in a human. Hey, happy birthday. I got you a present. It's the definition of the word excessive. Thanks. That means a lot. Orphans realizing that the selfie they just took is technically their family photo. I read recently that cyanide smells like bitter almonds rather than regular almonds, and most people wouldn't immediately recognize the smell. And now I just want to know what bitter almonds smell like. Cyanide. It probably took a good year or 2 to make this table. How much would a trip to Spain cost? It depends where you live. For example, if you live in Spain, it's free. Thermometer's a speedometer for atoms. Trans-species man who self-identifies as a deer accidentally shot by hunters. A South Carolina man who self-identifies as a deer has been transported to the hospital via helicopter after being shot by 2 hunters. Kudos for the hunters for accepting him for who he is. Notice, the patio is currently not open because it is closed. This is the best way to spot a trans person. Question asked. How do you spot a transgender person? While working out at the gym with your transgender friend, as they begin to bench press an amount of weight they may not be comfortable with, stand with your feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent behind the bench, and place both hands evenly beneath the bar of the weight, keeping your hands below the bar as they complete their reps. If it appears that they are about to lose control of the weight or are in any danger, catch the bar and assist them in placing it back on the stand. Americans are getting stronger. 20 years ago, it took 2 adults to carry $50 worth of groceries. Today, a 5-year-old can carry them. It's because we work out by carrying debt. The teacher asked my kindergartner what his favorite season was, and he said garlic salt. Hard to swallow pills. They did not succeed indeed. On the road to success, there are no shortcuts. Once you read the dictionary, every book is a remix. Deep thoughts with the deep. Despite massive success upon its release, it would be decades before Star Wars, 1977. was discussed widely on the internet. Granny, why do you have such a big nose and sharp teeth? The duck, are you body shaming me? Rubbish. Mars is the only planet in the known universe that's entirely inhabited by robots. Elizabeth Alexandra Mary Windsor is her full name according to Google. You're 100% correct. No, Google is 100% correct. My uncle just tried to tell me your concure answer with lemon peels. If you are dead, the answer dies also. Average rent is $2,000. Average income $50,000. 1990. Average rent $500. Average income $30,000. It's simple. Rent has gone up 4 times. Income hasn't even doubled. Ad I got on a website for kids. Title says reduce the electric bills. Followed by with this device you can save up to 90% charges in your next electric bill. Right. You don't have to pay if you are dead. Based. Best moments in trash TV. Like that time Dr. Phil brought the owner of Bum Fights on to excuse him of exploiting vulnerable people for money, and this guy shows up dressed like Phil saying he does the exact same thing, and was promptly kicked off the show for being right. A lady at the Apple Orchard disco the other night asked if I was born a man or a woman, and I, drunk, beckoned her close to whisper and then hollered I was born a baby into her ear.